Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. Psalm 116, verse 15. The Stanislas family announces the death of their beloved one, Joseph Stanislas, affectionately known as Mr. Joy or Pap of Bellevue, Choiseul. He passed away peacefully on Tuesday, 10 January 2023 at 10:45 p.m. at his residence. He was 103 years old. He was predeceased by his wife, Agatha Stanislas, one daughter, Angel Stanislas Henry, three sons, Cletus, Lawrence, and Irina Stanislas. Left to celebrate his life are his three sons, Louis Stanislas of St. Croix, Albert Stanislas of Los Angeles, California, and Hilary Stanislas of Reunion, Choiseul. Four daughters, Cleofa Lancico of Otago Ancillary, Veronica Stanislas of Bellevue, Choiseul, Frances Stanislas of Union Terrace, Castries, quantity surveyor attached to the Department of Physical Development, and Leona Willie of Orlando, Florida. 23 grandchildren, with special mention of Anne Henry, residing in the United Kingdom. Dr. Fern Henry, head of physiotherapy department at St. Jude Hospital. Alejandro and Josiane Willie of Orlando, Florida. Avril Mariette Cadet, teacher at the Choiseul Secondary School. 36 great-grandchildren, with special mention of Abigail Khan, student of the Dougar Combined School, and Joseph Henry in the United Kingdom. Children and grandchildren of the deceased Cletus and Lawrence Stanislas. Children and grandchildren of Louis Stanislas, with special mention of Desma and Lorelei. Children, grand and great-grandchildren of his deceased sisters, Flavienne, Dolores, Jean, Janine, Diana, and Lily. Daughter-in-law, Susan Stanislas of Reunion, Choiseul. Sons-in-law, Galbert Lancico of Otago Ancillary and Joaquin Willie of Orlando, Florida. Adopted daughters, Marceline Emil of Ridgeway, Grosley, Carol Cox of Maryland, USA, and Michelle Porath of Louisiana, USA. Also left to celebrate his life are children of deceased Whitfield Flavia, with special mention of Ermine, Pearl, and Albert. Children of deceased Mary Cox, with special mention of Lydia, Melina, and Simon. The Stanislas family of Millet, Bellevue, Montjacques, Dacriter, and Roblo, Choiseul, with special mention of Christopher, Valence, and Prisca. The Etienne family of Dennery, with special mention of Eulina and her children. The Modest family of Morgouche, Choiseul, with special mention of Darius and her children. The Léon family, with special mention of Emmanuel Léon, also known as Capital of Babonneau. The Cox, Smith, and Louise families of Castries, Labry, Onslery, and Saltibus. The St. Clair family of Bellevue, Choiseul, with special mention of Leo and Ralph. The Eugene family of Morgouche, Choiseul, with special mention of Clarita and her children. The Thomas family of Bellevue, with special mention of Barry Thomas, also known as Tetfoer. Alphonsus Henry of Maryland, USA. Romanus Gilbert, also known as Abo of Bellevue, Choiseul. Ambrose François and family of Monjac, Lawrence Polion of Monjac, Laura Cox of Bonséjour-Groselet, Donna and Viren Laforce of Bellevue-Choiseul, Williamson Laforce and family of Bellevue, Petra and Charlotte Smith of Montet-Choiseul, Maureen Volney of St. Croix, Elizabeth Martha Augustine of Summersdale Castries, Mrs. Clara Edwards of Lafac-Choiseul, Mrs. Rowena MacDonald of Piaille Labrie, Mary Helen Joseph of Montfortune Castries, Principal and staff of the Dougal Combined School, Father Aroka Sammy, Parish Priest of Soufrière, Father Vincent, Parish Priest of St. Benedict Center, the entire community of Bellevue, Montjac, and Daquertin-Choiseul. His doctors, Dr. Richard Burt and Dr. Tessa Robinson. His caring nurse, Nurse Charles, of the Montgouge Health Center. His caregivers, Celia Volney of Piaille, Rachel Polion of Montjac, and his granddaughter, Tricia Elevec of Bellevue-Choiseul. Several other relatives and friends, both here and abroad. The Thanksgiving funeral mass for the late Joseph Stanislas, affectionately known as Mr. Joy or Pap of Bellevue-Choiseul, will be held on Monday, 20th February 2023 at 10 a.m. at the Lady of Lourdes Roman Catholic Church, Choiseul, and then to the Choiseul Cemetery for burial. Please note, the funeral service will be streamed live on Facebook and YouTube via Viclan 2K Productions. The body now lies at Lazarus Funeral Home, New Dock Road, V4. May he rest peacefully in God's embrace.